Commissioners. And with that, Tim, I will present these proclamations to you and let you say a few words.
Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you again. We have done this every year. We continue this. You think it doesn't matter sometimes, and nobody notices it, but I just wanted to let you know that on Sunday, we hit Google feed for developmental disabilities throughout the world, saying that we were doing this today. So we stand with many, many communities, many counties, many states, and the federal government, and all saying this is important to us. I'd like to, at this time, let you look out into the audience, and I'm just going to have them raise their hand, but you have a great number of people that have come today that are either individuals working, that are providers, that are individuals that hire individuals. We have the whole community kind of represented here. With the people that are here that are involved with the developmental disability community, we even have board members here. Would they raise their hand? So you see, we have a number of individuals here that think it's important enough to show up. And we want to thank as our partners, the Developmental Disabilities Administration and DBR from the state level. We work together, and without working together, none of this would be possible. We also thankful that we have three great providers in this county, Morningside, Pierce Jones and Associate, and Concerned Citizens, who get in the trenches and actually work with everyone to make sure that we have successful inclusion at the job site. We also partner with Peninsula Behavioral Health, First Step Family Support Center, and Mosaic for various programs. So this is a lot bigger thing than most people think. It really takes a village to make this happen. And most importantly today, we recognize that we have employers that are willing to not stop at the first glance and are to look at people and say, you have talent, you have skills, you're important to my business. At the present time, we have 47 people currently employed in this county with a developmental disability. That number goes up and down, of course, but that covers 31 different employers, which again goes up and down. At one time, we hit 65% of the individuals looking for work actually working. Now, that's great, and we could have rested on our laurels and tried to go for 70%. But we looked around and said, there's a whole lot of people out there that don't even have this opportunity. So we tried a different tack, and we've grown the number of individuals searching for employment by about 15%. And we're going to continue doing that. So we don't have as many quite employed percentage-wise, but we're growing so that people that may not have had that opportunity will have that opportunity in the future, because we believe in real lives and real jobs, and we want that to continue. So we're very thankful that you spend the time to do the proclamations for us, that you help us bring awareness. We are very thankful for all the people that go out and do the work, whether it be as a support person or an individual working in the community. It builds a stronger and a better community, and this community should be very proud of its efforts. We are doing a great job, and we hope to continue. Just as a sidelight, there is a handout over there, and you guys will be invited to this also. There's a movie night on October 22nd, and sometimes we make those kind of serious events, and we have discussions about them, and we decided we worked hard, everyone's worked hard for the last few years. This year is going to be fun. So it's just going to be a fun opportunity for the community, with or without disabilities, whether you're involved in that community or not, you're welcome to come. It's going to be a Holy Trinity on Saturday the 15th at 2 p.m. I understand we're going to have popcorn, and last time we did this, it was a great time. So it's an opportunity for all of us to practice inclusion working in our community. Thank you guys very much. I will just very briefly go through this fast because I know it's always a tough one. But I just want you to hear the breadth of the employers in this community that are hiring. One of the employers has 7 individuals. So some of them have multiple individuals. But we have A1 Performance Incorporated, we have CCH Individualized Support Services, we have Clallam Transit, DSHS Child Protective Services, Fiero Marine Life Center, Forks Coffee Shop, Goodwill Port Angeles and Swim, Home Depot, Jay's Real Estate in Port Angeles and Swim, Jack in the Box in Port Angeles, Wanda Futa Cottages, Kingsway Foursquare Church, McDonald's in Port Angeles and in Swim, Olympic Medical Center, Omega Business Center, Pacific Office Equipment, Quality Inn and Suites, Red Lion Hotel, Safeway in Swim, Highway 101 and Lincoln, Smuggler's Landing, St. Matthew's Lutheran Church, Three Rivers Resort, TLC Pet Pros, Walmart in Port Angeles, Washburn's General Store, and the YMCA. We also have 3 individuals that own their own companies and do their own work, and that's Amazing Changes Hairstyle Salon, Studio, Banana Belt Kelly's, and Shred Head Shredding. So you see there's a lot going on in this community, and thank you for recognizing us today.
Reports and presentations, Commissioner Rosales.
Just a couple of brief reports. I met with Elizabeth Court, who is the new director of the Olympic Workforce Development Council last week. There's been some conversation, most recently, I think, at our last joint meeting, our previous joint meeting with board commissioners, the one before yesterday, about whether Clallam and Jefferson counties were getting their fair shake of workforce development, energy, and attention. And I am convinced that we're on the right track. I was very impressed with Elizabeth Court, and in addition to ensuring that the strategy with construction and building trades as an industry sector is progressing, which it is. We spent quite a bit of time talking about what comes next in Clallam County and whether that's increasing our effort around maritime trades or advanced manufacturing or whatnot. She's, I think, going to be significantly more engaged than the previous head of that group was. So that's good news. And also, I don't know if anyone else got this in their email inbox, but some big news and good news having to do with the accountable communities of health. And we've got confirmation that the feds have agreed to the core facets of the state's proposal, including the structure and purpose of accountable communities of health, delivery system reforms, and financing. What this means is that the accountable communities of health, ours being the Olympic community of health, will convene providers to coordinate health transformation activities, implement interventions, connect clinical and community-based organizations, and track regional health performance. The level of funding that we're talking about here across Washington State is over $1 billion. So, the Olympic community of health should be seeing tens of millions of dollars in funding that they'll be allocating over the course of the next couple of years. And it's important to note that that system is going to operate in parallel to the physical and behavioral health managed care delivery systems, which are already in place. So the goal is for Washington State to show that this model of accountable communities of health works. And it looks like the funding is going to be forthcoming to allow us to show that it does. So that's good news, and I'm looking forward to learning more about how that actually rolls out. And that's what I got for today.
Great. Administrator Jones.
Nothing from me.
Andy? So maybe next week, Bill, you'll have a special guest to introduce?
I will.
Okay, look forward to that. public, it's public though, so we'll be introducing our new environmental health director. Very cool. Contracts and agreements.
Thank you. Item 2A is an agreement with Washington State Department of Transportation for the Black Diamond Road Safety Project. All this was discussed in work session. Excuse me, on September 26th. Our share of the cost is $42,000.
No, show them about that.
Yeah.
That happens every budget time.
Yeah.
All right, I move to approve the local agency agreement with Washington State Department of Transportation.
It's moved and seconded. Any further comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Budget.
Item 3A is approval of budget modifications for the week of September 19th.
Move to approve the budget modifications for the week of September 19th.
It's moved and seconded. Any further comments, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Public Works.
Item 4A is a notice of hearing to be held 10:30 a.m. October 18th to consider amendments to the Cloud County Policy 817, county road speed limits. The draft policy has been posted on the internet for more than 8 weeks, and they're asking the commissioners to approve the item forward for the call for hearing.
Move to approve the call for hearing to be held on October 18th, 2016, to discuss county policy 817.
Moved and seconded. Any further comments, questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. No bids and awards. No administration, no community development, no public hearings. Is there any member of the public wishing to make just general comment before the board? Seeing no one. There's no executive session. Calendar is presented. Various meetings throughout the week of the board, so there's no other business before the board. We'll end this meeting, and the next meeting will be a series of budget meetings on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. No objections, so ordered.